So that reflection does not affect you, because the mirror is another world. The world of mirror, those are marine spirits.
Okay.
Yeah, so those are the marine spirits. Marine spirits are, they normally like, in fact, they normally like beautiful ladies and handsome men, and those who are having good destiny.
Okay.
They will marry you. Don't look at yourself in a mirror when you are smoking marijuana. When you have smoked marijuana, don't look at yourself too much on the mirror. It will take you to a spiritual world. When you come back, you will have a mental disorder. People you might think is madness, but the spirit will come back again to that body without a memory. When your husband has no job and wants to go look for job, he will get it when you use that period in a good way. When your husband wants to go to another interview or any interview or want to attend somewhere, and you might think there's maybe he might not get it, and you are attending there at that time, just remove your pad. These are your bloods. They're not what do you call it? They're not waste. They're waste, but they are your blood, which are coming out of your body. They're not harmful to anything. They squeeze it. You squeeze it in between your legs, and you say words of encouragement and words of the good words, positive words towards your husband. He will get it, that job.
Nabii Gogo, good morning. Amani, good afternoon. How are you?
I'm good.
You good?
Yeah.
I'm happy to host you again today. Nimekuwa nikiwa na show yako pale mtandaoni, wasa wanapenda sana kuulizia vitu. Na nimeona pale TikTok wasa wamekuja sana wengi wakauliza vitu fulani. Na last tulifanya topic about mirrors. And kulikuwa tuna confirmation vitu ambavyo watu walikuwa wanataka kuconfirm kabla tuendelee sana. Kwa mtazamaji, make sure kwamba umesubscribe, umelike, umecomment na umeshare show iweze kwenda sana, ili watu waweze kujifunza vitu vingi ambavyo maybe hawakuwa wanajua, wale walikuwa wanafikiria ni hadithi za jaba. Leo hii tunakuletea vitu ambavyo ni real. So maybe kwa majina tena uambie ni nani?
Kwa majina naitwa Nabii Gogo.
Nabii Gogo,
Chief Priest, spiritualist.
Okay. Moja kwa moja bila kuingia kwa vitu vingi. Kama uko na lot tunataka kuangalia kumuuliza Gogo kwenye alizaliwa nini na nini, tumefanya part 1 yake iko pale pale kwa Tales by Titus. So tunaenda one by one kwa maswali. Na swali la kwanza turudi pale tujibu wale ambao walikuwa wameuliza vitu about mirrors. Kuna mtu alikuwa ameuliza kwamba what if kwa wale ambao wanatumia kamera ni kioo pia, inamaanisha kwamba ni vibaya mtu akikupiga picha au kutumia kamera venye tunatumia kamera kuweza kurekodi hivi, hiyo ni image ya mtu ambayo inaenda, hii inaweza kuwa affected pia na mambo na spirits?
Depends. Sio mbaya, sio mzuri, lakini ina depend na mwenye yako na hiyo picture. You know, the picture is the reflection of you. So your shadow can be found in that picture. Even when somebody wants to harm you, he will use your picture. These people who normally goes to the witches, who normally goes to harm other people, they always use these pictures. They don't look for you personally. So that things they use through your picture, somebody can bring your image or your shadow to that picture and use it to harm you. And also through the same picture, we use it to make you delivered from those harmful things. We use those pictures also to cleanse you. So pictures also are image that reflects your look. It's not bad. The only bad part of it happens when now someone else uses it in a negative ways and take it to the negative entities. That's where the problems comes in.
Okay. Then another question. we have those who are asking about mirrors in the sitting room. Others were saying they are using mirrors in their bedroom. Others were saying that they found the house they are shifted in. They have mirrors on the wardrobes. They found the mirrors on the wardrobes. What can you advise them?
Here, I talk about mirrors facing the beds at night. You look at yourself while sleeping, or it reflects you while sleeping. That's one of the problem. The second one, looking at yourself on a mirror at night naked, staying too long on that mirror, and there might be a reflection of a red cloth. Red cloth in spirit is one of the symbols for love. Another interest spirit can come and make love with you or marry you, and you'll never escape out of that. You might think somebody has bewitched you, but it's through that mirror that spirit has fallen in love with you and marries you. That's why it's not proper for you to look at yourself too much naked on a mirror. Don't put it facing your bed. You can put it facing the door.
All right.
And it's also not good at night. You look at yourself on that mirror too long. The things we use on mirrors, or those who knows use that mirrors. You can use the mirror to check on your past life, or to check on your spiritual guidance phase, or to get a lot of information on your past library. There is a higher library we normally access information from. It's only in the realm. You can't read it anywhere in the physicality, but I don't know if there's a language here. But when you get into the spiritual realm, into another higher conscious mind, through the mirror, you can access a lot of information that might scare you when you come back to the physicality, or might make you have a disorder. Don't look at yourself in a mirror when you are smoking marijuana. When you have smoked marijuana, don't look at yourself too much on the mirror. It will take you to a spiritual world. When you come back, you'll have a mental disorder. People you might think is madness, but the spirit will come back again to that body without a memory. So it will find house leaving that house in a disorder mess, in a mess, where there is the coding and decoding of information is at a mess. So you can receive information late and decode information late. These are what we normally say marijuana is bad or whatever. So through the mirror can take you, but when you can use that marijuana through the mirror, and there's some of the herbs I'll mention when we are going there. For those who want to try that, that's up to them. For this one, it's just your own risk, but it's only with the help of somebody, because you might come back and get disorder. Yeah. So just put it facing on your door. Remove it on your bedroom, put in the sitting room. There's no problem about that. But sleeping while you're doing your stuff and checking on yourself in the mirror, both of you might get spiritual husbands and wife, and that marriage will be over like that.
Okay. I'm checking your questions, guys, here on TikTok, and yeah, we have people here like Angela Mish. She's saying that's why my shosh used to tell me usijiangalie kwa kioo usiku. Don't look at yourself in the mirror at night. We have another one. Who is this? Uh, Somebody is asking, I'm living in a bed sitter, a small room. What will I do? And I don't have another room, but I have only mirror. I have mirror in the bathroom and another mirror behind the door. This is Kerubo.
Kerubo, I don't think if they're facing your bed. The point is sleeping while that reflection is reflecting you while you are sleeping. That's the problem. So when there's another one which is somewhere in a medicine, you can cover it every time. There's a curtain, you can cover it so it doesn't reflect. When the bed is the house is small, you cover it so that reflection does not affect you, because the mirror is another world, the world of mirror. Those are marine spirits.
Okay.
Yeah, so those are the marine spirits. The marine spirits are, they normally like, in fact, they normally like beautiful ladies and handsome men, and those who are having good destiny,
Okay.
they will marry you.
Okay. I'm trying to check on my YouTube. Uh, uh, Guys, you have a lot of questions here, but let me ask those that I know. We just want to confirm today we have Gogo. So we just want to confirm 1, 2, 3. Somebody came in and said, if you feel scared watching this, then it's not from God. The spirit of God is not a fear, but of sound mind and courage. This is Eli.
Fear is ignorant.
Yeah, there's
That's
some
ignorance.
ignorance, huh?
Yeah, when you fear, you lack knowledge. Just get knowledge and the fear will come out of you. Fear is one of the things that the evilness uses all the time. But when you don't, there are people who just fear, they fear because they lack knowledge. That is what is affecting my friend there. Just learn, relearn to learn, and you'll remove the spirit of fear.
Okay. There is somebody called Ima Akelo said, I worked in a company owned by an Indian in Dubai here, but they only pay on the same date. They never pay before that date. E.g., example, if it's on 4th, whether it's night, but they will only pay on 4th, then I knew this evil in their paying system. She's trying just to say on how these people sometimes they cannot pay you on time, and you had talked about it, and somebody came in and said, when ladies they are attending their menstruation period, also they are not being paid. Why? They are not being paid that time. Also, they said some ladies that time they are not supposed to work. They are being told go and relax. Why?
There are a lot of nonsense concept about menstrual period, and I'm not saying this so that you can take advantage of that. Women are very powerful beings. They were born or created, whoever, whichever ways you will mention, that the source of creation. They can create anything, and their circle is with the moon. So a lot of power, a lot of energy is within them. That's why men fear during the time they are on the periods time. Anything can happen to them, and they can reduce the men's power during that time. That's why the concept of women not to attend in any religion or any spiritual paths or is anywhere when they're attending came from, it's because of the fear of man, the fear of power. When they get into where there's a lot of energy, they're like a magnet. They attract that energy and they leave that person with nothing. When you are doing deliverance and there is somebody who is attending, when that person knows she can use that energy, you won't do anything with your power. When you're doing magic powers and there's a woman who is attending there and she knows how to use this time, is attending period time, you won't perform your magic because there's a lot of energy in between the women's leg. That's why they can that period, when they use it in a positive ways. When your husband has no job and wants to go look for job, he will get it when you use that period in a good ways.
Okay, some knowledge there.
When your husband wants to go to another interview or any interview or want to attend somewhere and you might think there's maybe he might not get it, just and you are attending there in that time, just remove your pad. These are your bloods. They're not what do you call it? They're not waste. They're waste, but they are your blood, which are coming out of your body. They're not harmful to anyone. They squeeze it. You squeeze it in between your legs and you say words of encouragement and words of the good words, positive words towards your husband. He will get it, that job. Positive use of that. Negative use of that, you can also do that, but that's upon the women they always do it, and they know the secret of that. When they want to hold their men, they use this to hold their men. That's why you see their men becomes slaves in their houses because of what? Those men are drinking the menstrual period always. They are cooking with those old menstrual period. The same menstrual period for those who use business, cooking business. You'll find them on there's another what do you call it? The rag, or what do you call it? That they do normally wipe that pan they're using to cook chapatis. Some of them are putting their menstrual period water there. Those who are selling, some of them, not selling all, some of them. And those when they do what they step, they sit on that pan during the menstrual period. You will come and eat there always. Even if that food is not sweet, you will always come. That sweetness will come.
Hey guys, remember that these are not.
And that is the also we use to tie men. Yeah. I might tell you go and during your menstrual period, have sex with that man. Wipe yourself and wipe him also. Bring that pant, then we tie it. Nobody will marry that man. Nobody.
Gogo. People will finish us in comment section and on TikTok. But you're just shedding some knowledge, eh?
Yeah, these are knowledge. I'm not saying you go do them practically. It's upon you.
You've given the positive and negative.
And the negative. So if you stick to the positive, stick to the negatives upon you. That one is now, nobody should blame anybody. And if
maybe somebody will come in and ask, and who is this Nabi Gogo? Why is he talking like this? Is he a normal human being?
And Nabi Gogo is a being that has been existing. And I've been existing, I don't know years, I don't know my years actually. Maybe reincarnation, the year I reincarnated back, that's maybe I can say it's more than 35, I don't know. But the year I've been here more than thousands years. It's not a joke. It's not a cloud chasing. When you look for Gogo, Gogo has been reincarnating. This is the 5th time. This is my 5th time. And anybody can calculate that for that person to know how many times you've reincarnated back here. Everybody has that. There are those who have come for the first time, there are those who have come for the second time, 4th time, 6 times. See, depends with the purpose. I've been here. So when you look, that image of that person who was there in 1972 before he died, it was me, the same look.
Okay.
Then inside me, we have 3 people.
Okay.
Yeah. I work with 3 spirits, my ancestral spirits. They are the people who always give me this information. What do you call it? When I travel to the realm, sometimes I do travel once in a while because it's too dangerous. When the first time I came to realization, when I come back and started talking, people thought that I'm not in a normal sense. Yeah, it was true because the conscious mind had moved to the higher dimensions. That's why sometimes I don't mind when people say some things because they are baby criticism. And that's where I come when this topic calls the level of souls.
Yes.
Which type of level of your soul is? They are infant souls. The infant babies, they just there. The mature souls, there are almost 7 souls. I'll come back to that topic some other days, but I will just go generalize it. When you are infant soul, we call them the baby souls. Whether you are religious, whether you are a Christian, whether you are a spiritualist, depends with your level of conscious mind. How much do you know? How much information do you know in this world? The infant souls, they are being given directions. They are being fed by, you start feeding them with the liquid. You can't give them solid food. Then they come to the babies now, from infant to that age. What happens there? These are the people who are being given directions also, but they can walk on their own. When you come to the mature souls, these are the souls that they go with the customs, traditions, restrictions, rules. They go with the rules of society. This is how societies want. They believe. These are the souls that believe. Everything they learn from a society. So that's why the word believe is not my conscious mind. I don't believe. These are the souls that cannot reason on their own. They cannot think beyond the box. Those are the souls will tell you that everything has been contained into the 66 books. And you ask yourself, how many people in this world? Every day, if you want to write a book of your own existence, own experience of life, it might be more than that 66 books. The 66 books were there to guide us. But these are not enough because there's so many things in this world that you cannot put them on written. I told you back, there's a library. Those who are in the fourth conscious mind, they know that. There is a library in the realm, the consciousness. When you travel, we call the plane. Last time I talked about the physical plane, the casual plane, the astral plane, the spiritual plane. This plane, when you travel from this, you can travel this, not that you wait until you die is when you travel. When somebody also dies, there's also a transformation of this. So when somebody travel, that's why they say somebody you meditate, you do meditation. Travel happens through meditation, but it depends with the now how mature your soul is. You can travel this and you leave your physical body lifeless as you watch it down like this. Okay? So when you do this gradually, there's a certain time the ancestors will pick you and take you back to your past memories. Those are the libraries now we're talking about. You'll go there, access everything you've been doing before. They will show you where you were living before you came back here. The children you were having, the wives, the area and the places. And these are the truth. I know there are some souls which will not understand. And there are some souls which have experienced whatever I'm saying. Because this truth, it cannot, I'm not talking about the Christians. Here, the Christians which are too much religious here. They will condemn everything. It's satanic. It's not satanic. The souls are infinite. We are trying to go infinity. We think beyond. We think beyond limitations. Yeah. So when they take you, they will give you every information you come back with. They will teach you each and everything that should be done, your duties, the knowledge. When you are supposed, like me, I'm a herbalist. When I traveled, they give me different types of medicine. They show me different types of medicine that treated different kind of diseases. And they give you whatever you want, information you want to know. Whatever, anything that was happening before you were born in that family, in that area, they will give you and show you, take you a walk to those places and show you your houses where you were living before. So this is whereby when you come back without any memory, without putting any memory, that's why when we like putting on these beads, you see, this for the meditation and whatever, this as a protection for everything. So the body will detect this, the spirit will detect the body, and you don't cause disorderness in your system. So when you come back, when you try to ask this, because there's a time when I came back for the first time, I tried to start with my parents, like I was asking them like this and this and this, because I came back knowing each and everybody's stories. Then my aunt's stories, my father's stories before they were born, their father's stories, you see. Because I was the grandfather of my father, you see. Means I'm older than my father spiritually. So when I asked about him, because he knew also most of the thing, he has been my spiritual guidance. He told me that, who told you about this? I didn't want to go further explaining more, but I was keeping on explaining why did this happen? Was there, and who is this person? Like they were shocked. Now when I come back now, because this energy is too much, you can't keep it for yourself. As long as you are awake, as long as the knowledge has been tapped into your system, it will force you to talk, to teach. When you don't do that, it's going to affect you mentally. So sometimes you'll find me, when I don't talk, I sit quietly. but it normally takes away my mood. So it will force me to go somewhere and start teaching. I didn't start it today. I started it where I was. It has been so long, whereby those who were not understanding me were thinking that, no, we just knew you and you are talking things we don't understand. That is the knowledge of Christ. That's why Christ, when he was born, he came back and started teaching. Those who knew him, the son of a carpenter, said, no, you are just a son of, how can you tell us this? Because the Christ is awake, is awakening. When you receive a Christ in you, you are waking up your conscious mind. That's where the knowledge comes from. And everything, because the knowledge is a frequency. You can read it, you can eat it, you can breathe it and drink it. The air is knowledge. Water is knowledge. The knowledge is in water. The knowledge is in where we step in the soil. Saying we were made with 4 elements. We have water, soil, air, and fire. Fire is the sun. The sun produces some 3 elements. We have electrons, proton, and neutrons. This forms benzene. That is fire. We have the water, where we find the marine spirit. In water, we have the element of water. Almost 72% component of our body is water. We have soil. We are made out of soil. The second creation, God made man using soil, clay soil. The body is just a soil. And which one? Also air. Air is the existence of spirit. Spirit exists in air. We breathe, and we breathe the existence of God. And when we look about these 3 things, the 4 elements, the sound of God happens to be there. If you are not keen, that is the sound of God will always be there. The same sound. If you are keen, you are listening to the air, you will see a certain sound, the roaring sound. When there is burning of fire, there is something raw in that fire. That same sound will listen to the air. When you go to the sea, you move to the sea or any ocean, quietly you listen to a certain sound. When you are in the ground, you put your ears to the ground, you quietly listen to that ground. The same sound. Go to the animals. When the lion roars, there is a sound it produces. That is the same with the air. When the cat, the dog, the cow, all this, you will find that the God exists in nature. That's why I believe too much in nature than what anybody else telling me, because it's me to find the existence of God in me. How I experience God is different than somebody else. The God in you, how he helps other people is different than how he helps you. So that's why we say that the souls are different. It depends with which one. That souls who are hunting for the truth. These souls will go an extra mile to find God. Where is God? Is not in the sky. Last time I said there's no heaven, there's no hell. Some people were complaining. That is the truth. Go and find. Heaven and earth, heaven and hell, these are the, what do you call, the state of mind. These are just state of mind. So in heaven, there is no physical things existing in heaven. Heaven is spiritual space, which is in your conscious mind. The superconscious mind is in the super subconscious mind. That's where the space, that space exists. The God dwells in there. Where do you find the superconscious mind? Is in the art. When you say the art, people will think that the art is that one which we touch. No. I talk about the art. For those who will know, you know. Art is the master, while the mind is a slave to that art. So whatever you receive in your mind will be taken to the art which is in the master place. That master is where the kingdom dwells. And he said in the scripture that I don't dwell in houses, I dwell in people's art. Then Christ said that the body is the temple of God. Your art or your body is the temple of God. Make it clean. Which body was he talking about? The spiritual body, not the physical body. So make the spiritual body be clean more than even the physical body. And the God inside, the existence of God will dwell in your heart. How do you clean it? I say that three things which are bringing sin. People think that the sin are just whatever they're thinking about, the doctrine say. When there's love inside your whole heart, there is no sin in you. When there's happiness in you, there is no sin in you. You don't have sin. Sin is whereby you excrete anger, you excrete lust, jealousy. When you are angry is when you can go and kill somebody. When you are angry, you are having lust when you can go and steal somebody's property. When you are jealous is when you won't want anybody's progress in life. But when all those things are not in your heart, you live a heart of free, with no bondage with these three stuff. You are not a sinner at all. So that topic, I'll say it one day. Why people still complain that sinners, while the Christ himself died for your sin. When you go to the Hebrew 10:14 to 17, it will say that we are sanctified, cleansed. 17 will tell you that God does not remember our sins anymore. But when you believe that Christ died for your sin, you are not a sinner. What am I talking about believing? Believing is whereby when you get Christ inside you, you won't even go around telling people that I'm born again, I'm saved, I was saved, that is no. That action, people will see it. And that's why Christ was telling people that if somebody slap you this way, come this side, give him the other side to slap. Who can do that? Go and try that to your pastor, will shoot you. Christ told that, no, what should I do you need to see the kingdom of God? Go and sell all your property and give to people. Who can do that? Try that. So it means that nobody is righteous in this world. So these righteous people we normally see around. Fine. But that person who is righteous is that person who does not have anger. Because somebody annoy you anyhowly, you don't excrete anger. Anger has made many people to lose control over their life. Anger has caused a lot of people. And some people are suffering because of anger. And some people have lost good things because of anger. There are those who have lost job because they think that somebody has bewitched you. At the same time, somebody can bewitch you through that anger, can put a spirit that makes you always angry with everybody. And you think that you are okay. I don't want to go deeper. Well, let's go and ask the question.
Go. Now, we have questions here. We have people like giving testimonies in churches. You just enter a new church and you're there, you're giving out testimony. You find a church, a person is, maybe you're new in that church for 2 months, 3 months, and you're giving out your testimony to people who are there. What do we have any effect with that, or is something good? What can you say about that?
Testimonies are good according to Christians. And there are those who are putting those as a stage marketing. So when they put three people saying, oh, I came here and I was like this, people are like, I'm giving people encouragement. Okay, I've got encouragement through this person. He was here last time and he has gotten. That's what people like, what they see. That's the problem. And that is good to that. But spiritual is not good. You know, we keep secrets. Let the enemy not know where you are getting the water you are drinking. He will make that well to dry. When actually he knows where you are going to get that water. He will even go and put poison in that water. When you are out of bondage, when you have been freed, when you feel that the Christ himself has risen into your life and has changed your life and has transformed your life from your former time, now you are now born again. Being born again does not mean now you left whatever. No, being born again can mean that you are now living a good life more than the life you were living before. You are living a better life than the other one before. When you are now living, you are being blessed. You've started receiving blessing in your life. You've started getting happiness. Unfortunately, you go and tell that enemy of yours that I'm now free. What do you think? Is there anybody you want to lose in this world? For example, when you are both of you are running and you are competing, you've not reached that finishing line and you start boasting. Do you think this your competitor might even kick you and you fall down again? So you keep secret, you don't go and boast. It's not right. I know it's right to Christians, to anybody, but it's good to keep secret. It's good to confuse your enemies. Nobody wants to lose, because if he was fighting with you and he wanted to drag you down, now at least you have walked again after you've fallen. Do you think he might not go back and look for another ways? Because these people don't rest. Enemies don't rest. Don't rest until they die. And remember, enemies will always die last. You will die before your enemy dies. So if you feel like you are free, don't go and say, confuse these people so that you can live long again. Don't go and say, oh, I was like this, I'm now no, I was drinking alcohol, I'm not now. You are making that spirit to wake up again. You are waking him up that now this person has been freed. Now let us come. They will come, even 7 people, 7 spirits, and fight you back again with that. That's why you see most people are following of that. Today they give this testimony. Look at them for some few months. They'll go back again to their normal process, their normal deeds. So it's not good for you to testify. It's not good for you to say that, oh, I own this and that. There are evil eyes, evil ears, they listen to this. They will destroy your good stuff. When God has blessed you with a car, for example, and you keep on boosting around that I have, do you think that everybody will be happy for you? Even your close friend, your close brother will not even happy for you. When you buy a house, you buy a new tap, and you keep on boosting, oh, I bought this, I bought that, and both. Nobody wants that. Most people want you when you are suffering. They don't like you when you are feeling good. They won't like that. That's why you see most of the deaths are happening. Most of these attacks are happening because you went there, you boast, or they see what you have. They are going to look for the source. They will make you to lose your job. That those who they come to Nairobi or they come to the cities to look for life. When they go back home in the village, they go back home with the car hire. They go hire cars, they go back with it. Those villagers will not think that you've hired those cars. They know that you bought cars. Many life has been lost because of these things. Also is happening in our Nyanza region. You come to Nairobi, you go back in those village. My friend, you won't make it. Most people have not make it. In this road, hawafikangi hata hapa Londiani. They kill them in the road accidents. You see? And think that you just die a normal death. Which normal death? God does not want you to die early. Who said that God wants you at the time when that's God's plans? It's not God's plans. It's man planned. These men you see, they can plan for you your death. And they can create for you your time here. They can limit your time here. People are just carelessly. They are living carelessly like, oh, I'm living in God protection. Which God protection? If somebody can decide to you can die now and you die. And it's the same person. He's also the child of God. Until you ask, where is God? They have all authority to control whatever is in the sky, the sea, and underworld. And you think you are living carelessly? If you're living carelessly, these people will kill you. They're not good people. People are suffering because of ignorance. You are assuming things, assumption. You live like there's nothing. You live like there's no evil eyes. If the evil eyes can break, give you problem and your house, maybe they give you a lot of problem when you're building an house. It got crack, all of it. The people, when you buy a car, is a brand new car. And when you go with it in the village, you try to start it to go back again, it won't. And that is the end of that car. It won't start. You take it to any mechanic, it doesn't work. And you think things are normal. It's not a mechanical problem, it's a spiritual problem. Spirituality is very wide. And by the time we'll reach to that end, I'll bring deeper and scary stuff. Is when we have started.
Okay. You've touched on something. Then I will just want to confirm for us. Huh? It comes a time every year. Most of can I say December? And you'll get that time you have a lot of accidents on our roads. We have a lot of accidents on our roads. Maybe. Do you have any idea about this? From the spiritual way, the way you understand it, maybe.
During March, spirituality, March is the first years. Is now let's say the new year starts from March. But those who sacrifice, they do more sacrifice to the new year. The end years start from December. The year ends in December. You will find a lot of accidents happening. From 22nd to 24th, a lot of death you will experience during that time. Why? During 22nd, the sun stands still. The sun is dead. There is death which happens during 22nd. That's for the sun. It's dead. Now, from 22nd to 24th, there's something which normally happens in between. The energy is not balance. It's like when you have a water and you put a bottle on that water, it will be like it's not balanced. That's why you see a lot of people are grabbing their energy. They are balancing their energy during that time. And when you don't balance very well, you might experience death in you. And also, for those people who do balancing, they do it through sacrifice. They sacrifice a lot to maintain their balancing coming to the new year. Now, on 23rd, no 24th, we call the resurrection of the sun. It resurrects. During the 22nd to 24th, there is no germination. Seed will never germinate because growth cannot take place during that time. The sun is still, the moon is still. There's no movement. Growth normally takes place when there's movement of the moon. Now, then on 24th, the sun is moving towards the North Pole. So, we find that the resurrection, that's why they put the birth of Christ and whatever. That's the resurrection of the sun. The sun is resurrecting to the east. And you will find, when you look at the sky, you will find the three stars. These are horizon stars. The stars, we call them the three wise men. They will appear from the east during that time. Now, leave alone that. Coming on July, August, another sacrifice happens to maintain the circles. So this is where the witches do normally have their sacrifice and the whatever cult. There are so many cults who are doing their stuff there. That's where the death occurs so many times during those. It's the circles of life. So these people, they normally know the seasons of sacrifices and every time. So when they want to kill, they wait and they kill on the March, April. They come again July, August. They will come to September, November to December. See? That's where they balance their energies through those accident death. So also we have a problem because you will find most of the young people are dying during that time, not even older people. Most of them are just young people. Last time you'll find the school people. You know, that's also have the seasons of that time. There will be accident of school people. The school kids are dying. Another time will come. There's fire in schools. Another time it will come now. The houses are falling, are killing people. There's also the flood will come and kill. See, there's another time people just come from everywhere. People are just killing people with pangas and machetes, whatever. You find that, oh, there's a certain place 4 people died through, they cut them with pangas. And other people was stabbed. I mean, those are the seasons. These people normally receive this sacrifice they get. It's not just actual death. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I was looking for more questions here. And now, there's somebody asking here, how do witches pick people's souls and use them on witchcraft? Do you have idea about this? How do witches pick people's souls and use them on witchcraft?
Yeah. That is the practice which has been happening. They are hunters of souls, soul hunters. They were born to hunt souls. That is their duties. That is their part of life. See, they're always there to cause trouble. And actually, you can be a witch and you don't know. But those who are witches and they don't know here. Now, first, souls can be trapped into a cage and be prisoned while you are sleeping through manipulation, lack of knowledge. I was talking about. Somebody can manipulate you and you get trapped and you join a certain cult. That coming out will be a problem. You have to pay. There are those who will come and give you money or give you something and you have debt. So when you refuse to pay this debt, they capture you. They put you into captivity until you pay. You know that those who have they are dead, but they're still paying their debt. Aya. There is also how these witches can kill somebody. That is now the main question here. How do they kill people and capture your souls? They will kill you physically, but they capture your souls and you be a slave for them. You go work for them at night. You go dig on a plantation somewhere, on a sugar plantation. That those who are buying these souls. In Sukuma, this was Kuma. They are going doing this. And they also, the kisses, I'll say about whatever they're doing also there. They also have another practice which is also professional. In Sukuma, they will come to you when you are sleeping at night. You know, when you are sleeping, the souls normally travels, they go away and leave the lifeless body there. And that's why when somebody, you wake up somebody, like it will come like, hey, like something has scared that person. No, that the soul will always detect the body immediately and they come back immediately. So when you are away, you travel, maybe you are dreaming you are in Nairobi, they will come and block your doors so you don't get into that body. Why say that there are 9 doors? Yeah, we have the 2-1, the 2 which are 4, the 2 which are 6, and the other 2 which are 8, and the 9th one which is the mouth. When you go for, maybe you travel, the soul, the spirit has traveled with the soul, they will come and block these doors for you so you don't enter your body, and they capture you outside your body. They cannot capture you inside your body. They only capture you when the spirit has separated with this physical body. Is when they will come and capture you. Okay. After they have done that, if they want to torture you, they will lock you in a certain container and put you on a sea, inside that sea. That's why you feel somebody is on a coma for even 1 year. He cannot come back. He or she will only breathe, will only detect the breathing on a far end. But when the doctors rush with this person and claim that he's dead, you will bury somebody who is alive. Most people are being buried here alive. They're not dead. Their souls have been captured, so they cannot return back to their souls. So when these things happen in those places, what do? They go and cut the branches, the branch of banana. Because when these people trap their soul and put it into prison, they will put you behind your door. It's like somebody has photocopy. Your physical bodies will be there and they have photocopy you, because now the body is act like a computer. Somebody can do anything with your body. The way people do computer is a computerized. Like you can photocopy somebody's body. You can hack somebody's account, like the conscious mind. You can hack. You can also delete somebody's memory through witchcraft, and it just be like that. or you disorder, you put a virus into that person's conscious mind. You see, so these are just a computer practice. Now they will put that banana branch beyond the door. Then they do 1, 2, 3 sacrifice. Then that soul will come back to that banana. Will is like a magnet. The banana is used like a spiritual magnet. Will trap that soul back to its physical body. Then this person will wake up. That's why it's very good to check spiritually. When somebody dies, you don't cry. You take time, because as long as you cry, this person, when somebody wants to part ways with the physical body, what we call death, they seize everything. It's only that they're in another world, that there's a curtain, you cannot see them and they cannot touch you. So when they do that, you don't cry. When somebody is in that condition, you don't cry. When you cry, you send a message to the spiritual world that there's somebody who has left us here, and please come and pick him. And they will come and pick this person before his death comes. See? So people always like, you check and you do thorough check, spiritual checking and physical checking all the time. So when he's not dead at a good time, they will try their best and return this person. There's also ways you can return a person through using this tomato leaf. Do you know that? Squeezing a tomato leaf when somebody is dead at untimely death, or somebody has fainted. For these people who faint, they normally faint and goes off like that. Don't rush. Don't run. Relax. Don't panic. Don't cry. Relax. Go and look for a tomato leaf. Squeeze it very well and pour it in that person's nose. Then after that, while doing that, there are what we call the punches, the pressures of the body. You press, you take the left hand and the left feet. You press, there's somewhere here, you'll get the pressure points. There's another one here, you get that pressure point. Do this pressure point for 30 minutes. Then you do it to the left side. Only deal with the left side for 30 minutes in between the legs. Do that. Press it. Within 5 minutes or 20 minutes, this person will come back to life. That thing will choke him or her and will come back to life. There are some first things we can do, but due to lack of knowledge, we do panic. That's why it's normally becomes too late to rescue somebody. There are some also souls which are being trapped and they're being sent through accident. If somebody is telling you that is protected, or you have been protected with any medicine, or somebody has go amekuchanja, they have put some medicine for protection in your hands, you know what they do? When they want to attack you, they will get into your spirit, remove that medicine aside, and they do their witchcraft side. Then after you have died, they return that medicine inside your body. Okay, that one is for the witches. Now, when these people want to cause accident for you, they are planning. They have planned, because you know your spirit is ahead of your physical body. They will look for a car somewhere in front of you. They plan everything. They are the people who are riding these cars. Called these spirits. They put those spirits to ride these cars. Then you also, by the time you will reach near here, that spirit will take this terrain and be in front of you. You won't see anything and make you cause accident. Then they leave. Your spirit is just here. It can't get hurt. Now the physical body gets hurt. So when you rush to this person very fast before doing for this person a spiritual checkup, you will bury this person alive, because when they being taken to morgue, they will destroy the bodies. As long as they have destroyed the body, there's no way this spirit will come back to these bodies. You see, and that's what normally happens with the accident. They go and connect you with a certain car, and they drive this car That's why you see somebody will say that I just got confused. I saw blank, like I just saw darkness, and that's why I caused the accident. I didn't know what happens. Or somebody will say, I just saw darkness. That's why I stabbed you. This is the possession. Possession means the spirit has taken over your physical body. He's living in your body and he can do anything. That's why it's very right for you to check which kind of spirit. Is it an intruder spirit that is coming to destroy your body? Is making you to suffer? Or is it a legal spirit that you have offended this spirit is now punishing you? Your legal spirits also punishes these people because the legal principalities, they can punish you because you refuse to work for them or to do for them their duty. They will come and destroy your body. They can even come and sleep with you. It's not even an intruder, but it's your legal spirit that brought you here. The guardian angel can go and turn against you because you are following a wrong path and you've refused to turn back to follow their own path of life. They don't have any business with you now. They come and destroy your body. But there are also intruder spirits that are against your progress in life. They will come and destroy everything you have in life. That's why they come and start sleeping with you at night. The very, very moment you feel like somebody has slept with you at night and you wanted, they will time when you want to go for interview, when you want to go for a deal, you want to go for a business deal, or there's something you are doing. When you feel that you are wet at night, in the morning, that somebody has slept with you, your deal will be just like that. They will destroy everything in your hands. And they destroy people's marriages, they destroy jobs, they also destroy destinies. You see, these are spiritual husbands. But some of them are intruders who either they've been sent by someone to destroy you, or secondly, you found them while you are walking in the wrong ways. Like through looking those mirrors, you find them through mirrors, like you find them through soul ties, you see. Yeah.
Okay. We're learning a lot, so we will end up with this one, and then I think we will continue with the questions as they come in. Every time, guys, if you're outside there, if you want to ask a lot of questions, just ask when I post on TikTok, on Facebook, on YouTube, everywhere. Just search Tales by Taitaza 254. When I post them, kindly come to the comment section, ask those questions, and we will bring back Nabi Gogo. So, Nabi Gogo, we have the final question. Uh, mm, uh, I really need to ask this. We have these people, spiritual husband and wife, who are going abroad without making anything. And you find they are maybe, let's say, in Germany, or you find they are in Australia, or you find they are in Canada, or you find they are in United States, whichever state, whichever country. But you'll find when they come back to the country, they are poor. And their life back in the country where they are living, they were living good life. Do you have maybe a knowledge or anything about this as we finish up?
Knowing is good.
Yes.
And before you do anything, you have to check. It's good to travel, but not for everybody. There are masters, and there are what we call the slaves. Slaves can travel, masters don't travel. They secure the society, they secure their territories. But when you travel, nobody will secure your society. There are those who are made not to travel outside first. And there are those who are made to travel. When they stay there, they cannot make it. But there are those who can make it outside, and there are those who can also make it when they are here. How do you check? And how do you consult? Because you might go there and work hard. It's not a matter of working hard in this life. It's a matter of going your ways and working on your path. You can work hard, but it's not your path. Won't help you. You cannot work and you are on your path, and it helps you. It doesn't matter which kind of job you got, but consult. Is it true? Is it proper? Is it acceptable to go outside? Okay. They will come to you. They look for you. They check everything for you. Okay, they now tell no. Yeah, it is proper for you. You can go. Acceptable. Fine. Before you go here, you get out of your own country, your own premises, you have to ask permission. You have to say that I'm going somewhere. I'm going to do this and that. I might come back on a certain period of time or not. They give you a permission letter, or what we call the visa and whatever, passport. When you get into that border, they will ask you, why are you here? Before they permit you to get there, they ask you, why are you here? And what have you come to do? For how long? You have a reason for going there, getting out here, and for staying there. You have to ask both sides permission, because these are two lands. You are getting out from that your house, you have to ask permission. You are getting to some people's land. That land is other spirits are living. It's not your own land. You can't just go there. And if you are the master, you won't be allowed in that land. That's why you find people are getting fight everywhere. Before you go anywhere, I'm telling you this, whether it is within your local countries, go do this first. This is a big secret. Before you go anywhere, you want to go. There are those who are governing that land you are staying, and they were there before you. Ask them for permission. Go pick water from that land. Pick soil from that land. Ask that soil, I want to go. Ask them permission. That is where you will get your passport and visa. It's not in the local authority. Ask them, I want to go and travel somewhere. Please, my ancestors, allow me to go and work so that I can bring something to feed my family. I'm just going there to look for a greener pasture. Allow me to go. And when I get there, please talk to me. Talk with those who are there before me, those who own that land, to allow me to stay that land. Then leave that. Cut that soil with you in a small container. Put water into that soil that you can drink. The clean water you can drink also. Go wherever you want to go. When you step that land, the first thing you do what? Ask permission, because there are those who are living in that land before you. Bring that water from that land, bring the soil from that. Ask them, my ancestors, whom I don't know, I'm here in a foreign land. I'm trying to ask you to allow me to be here, to work here. I've negotiated with my own ancestors so that there be a good relationship. You bring both sides together. Please let the good relationship between me, my ancestors, and you are the ancestors we are here together, so that I can bring something and help me through, so that I can bring something home. Then combine those together, put them in that water and drink for 3 days. Bathe with that water. Even sickness will never. Sickness, this kills you. When you travel to some place, that water is not good for you. See, when you drink water, you get sick. You will never experience that thing in you. See, when you travel with kids, kids are this are weather. That weather will never affect you. I'm telling you for free. When you go there, you will come back with a plenty of stuffs. When you go there, those people will listen to you. When you go, you will control there and you will rule there. I'm telling you. You will have authority of stepping that land, because you've asked for permission for those who are there. You've acknowledged those who are there before you. When you step there, those who are there who are living physically will listen to you. When you talk, they bow down because you are the king who has been crowned, and you ask permission to be crowned and live in that land. Everything you want, you will get. But if you fail to do that, and you are not supposed to travel, I'm telling you, you will live a good life there. But when you come back home, people will just use your money, or they will tell you, I built for you this and this. When you come back home, they'll build a toilet. With all 40 billions, they'll build a toilet of 20,000. Just a toilet for you. You are coming there empty-handed. Then they will not allow you even to marry, and they won't allow you to have wives. You'll have kids, but those kids will just go away. There's no kids will come back with in your country. Those kids will be in those ancestors people. They won't allow, those ancestors won't allow you to get out with their kids. I'm telling you. And if you're not careful and you go and marry those people there without asking them permission, you will leave those kids there, and you will come back empty-handed. And you are living a good life. What is the problem? You went there and they didn't know you. Your ancestor did not support you, and did not inform that. It's like somebody who just went out. You just get out of your family like that. Nobody knows where you are. That's your ancestor doesn't know where you are. You have to consult. You have to acknowledge wherever you are. You have to acknowledge where you are coming from and where you are going to. I'm telling you, when you don't do this, you will experience a lot of spiritual problems. You might think somebody has been with you. And also, the same ancestors who will help you here. They will help you when somebody wants to attack you spiritually. They will catch those spirits and take them back. I'm telling you. When you are king, you will see that Obama himself came back when he wanted to get a president. Sialipata. He came back and looked from his motherland. Asked for those ancestors to guide him. He came back to look for where he was, where he came from. You have to water your roots.
Wow, you have to water your roots. And he has given a good example of Barack Obama, who before he was elected as a president of the United States, he came to Kenya some time back. Thank you, Mr. Gogo. We see we have a lot of questions, but we can't finish them as per now. And for my viewer, I know you have a lot of things maybe you may want to ask Mr. Gogo on different things. We have a lot. And the more you ask question, I'll be bringing Gogo every time and then. The more you ask question, the more I bring him, and you learn. We are here just to shed some knowledge. We are here not to harm anybody. And kindly remember that the stories you are getting, they are not from Tales by Titans 254 company, but these are just stories from our friend Mr. Gogo. So I may ask Mr. Gogo to give us his number, or two numbers that he's having. Mr. Gogo, share with us your numbers, please, kindly.
Okay, you can get me through my WhatsApp number is 07 57 10 12 25. 07 57 10 12 25. That is my WhatsApp number. You can call me. Please, when you are WhatsApping me, come when you're ready. Because me, I check and I treat. You can't go to this hospital. You go and do checking and you don't get treated. I check only when you want to treat. And please be serious if you want to, because spirituality is not just joking. You might joke with your problem and it might harm you. Oh, I say, oh, I called Gogo, but we talk, we laugh. We can talk, we laugh, we joke. But when you have a problem, think of that your problem first. Then we solve it. Yeah. Also, I don't do free things. Please, guys. I'm a doctor. I'm a doctor. I don't do free things, please. So if you call me, please know that you are coming to the hospital. It might cost you.
You say there is a consultation.
There's a consultation.
Okay, so today, guys, we were with Mr. Gogo. If you have any question, Those are, you gave us 2 number 1.
One is good. The other
One is enough.
That one is enough. You can check also my Facebook,
Okay.
Nabi Gogo, YouTube Gogo. Yeah, there's so many things also there. Just go YouTube, Nabi Gogo, Facebook Gogo. You can also learn a lot of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. Make sure you subscribe, you like, you comment, you share for such stories to reach more people outside there. Thank you so much for those who have viewed the show from the when we started the show, the middle and the end of the show. We just want to say thank you. Until next episode from Tales by Taters. Bye bye.